It's been a long time since I've watched something that I've enjoyed as much as Squid Game. And for those that don't know, if you guys have been living under a rock, Squid Game is one of the most, I think it is right now, the most popular TV show in the world. It's a Netflix exclusive, and man, is it good. I know it's not really a Call of Duty video today, but in the background, I'm grinding out some of the RAM camos. I'm still doing the DLC weapons to get Damascus. So far, I only have the Grau and then the RAM AS Val AN94 and the SPR are pretty much all leveled up, and I'm just working on those camos just kind of when I'm playing some Modern Warfare. In the background gameplay, I know I got the variable zoom scope on. I'm just trying to get some reticle challenges done. I know I've been kind of slacking on them. I've gotten everything done except for the variables and the sniper scopes now. So I guess there's the thermal hybrid scope too, which is one single scope with a bunch of different challenges on its own. But I don't know if I'm ever going to use the thermal hybrid. So if I ever get bored, I might slap on the thermal hybrid and work on some reticle challenges. But for now, we're just grinding out DLC weapons and then finishing off the reticles that I don't already have unlocked from the Damascus grind. But anyway, let's talk Squid Game, because I haven't seen anything become this popular overnight in a long time. And I'm not a guy to watch TV very often. I usually watch YouTube or really just do my own stuff, whether that's like homework or making my own videos. So I don't really consume a lot of digital media in the sense of watching a video anymore. But when I was scrolling through Netflix, I came across Squid Game because it was in the recommended in like the brand new to Netflix section, or like the new releases. And me and my girlfriend were like, hey, let's put this on our list because it could be something interesting to watch together. And I was pleasantly surprised, because usually when Netflix has a TV show or like a Netflix original series, it's either going to be really good or really bad. And I was under the assumption that this one was going to be not the greatest series in the world, because I think the other Netflix series that I've really watched have been Money Heist, which is like the Spanish show that I think everyone has watched because of how popular that became. And now Squid Game. And I think there's a couple other ones like The Ranch, and there's one more. Oh, Stranger Things. So the 4 Netflix series that I've watched from start to finish, those are them. And by far, Squid Games was the one that I was pleasantly surprised with. Now, it's pretty predictable. And if you've seen movies like Would You Rather, you kind of understand what's going on. But it's just taking place in Korea, and it's obviously in Korean, but on Netflix, at least for where I live in Canada, the dub over was in English. So just like Money Heist, you had like the normal actors and everything act everything out. Instead of hearing Spanish words with an English subtext or subtitles, you just had a dub over. And that's kind of how I watched Squid Game. I don't know if there's any option to listen to the original version and just have on captions, but from what I watched, it was just dubbed over, and it was really good. It's been a while since I think any TV show has become this popular. I know Money Heist was really popular when it first came out, but it didn't take the world by storm like this, because every time I log into social media, whether that's Twitter, Instagram, I'm seeing memes and just posts about this show everywhere. And I don't remember what the actress / model's name is that plays the character 67, but she became like overnight famous. I think in 1 week since the show launch, she went from something like 30,000 followers or a couple 100,000 followers on Instagram to 9 million in an entire week, which is absolutely crazy, which just shows how popular this show is. And I completely understand why after watching it. It was really good. At the beginning, they do like the perfect world building. It explains why the main character goes there, so you can kind of assume why everyone else is going there. And not to give any spoilers or anything, because I'll let you guys watch it yourself, but this happens at the very beginning, so I don't mind quote unquote spoiling it. But basically, the people that are down on their luck and don't have a lot of money are given an opportunity to play child games to win prizes at a secret place. And then that's pretty much all I'm gonna say there. And not only is the world building extremely good in this show, but also the character development is fantastic. By episode 3, you care so much about specific characters and like the main cast of the show. And then there's also like the antagonists that you hate more than anything just because how they act. And it is such a good show. And one thing that I absolutely love is the symbolism of the show. One thing that I got really good at in university is writing on movie reviews, or I guess not movie reviews, but movie interpretations, where you're paying attention to the symbolism and what it represents and how it's telling more of the story if you pay attention to it. And the symbolism in this show is absolutely fantastic, with like the circles, squares, and triangles, and just the different levels of the hierarchy and like how it represents society. And it blew my mind when you look at it in depth, even deeper than just watching it for entertainment. But it was so good. And if I was to rate this show out of 10, out of every show I've ever seen, it's like a 9 out of 10, maybe 9.5 out of 10. There wasn't really any huge plot holes that I noticed that would have ruined the show for me. The only thing that I didn't like at the very end in the last episode was the tiny little cliffhanger they left it on, which is probably for the reason of continuing the series and having a seasons 2, especially with how popular season 1 is. Even if there wasn't a cliffhanger, I wouldn't be surprised if there was going to be a season 2 in the first place. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys watch it because I really enjoyed it. And I'm not a huge fan of movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I tend to be a little too critical, and if there's like really obvious plot holes, it can ruin the movie or show for me. But this was fantastic and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you guys have watched it, let me know in the comment sections what you guys thought about it, if it was like good, if it's overrated, or whatever your guys' opinions are on it, because man, it was just an experience in itself. And Modern Warfare wise, I'm probably going to continue to just grind Damascus DLC weapons. And then I kind of figured out that with the time I have left before Vanguard comes out, I can probably do all the DLC weapons Damascus in Modern Warfare, and then do all the Dark Matter Ultra camos in Cold War for the new weapons that come out in Season 7, and then just get Dark Ether on all the weapons I don't have Dark Ether on yet. And then from there on out, I pretty much have everything unlocked going into Vanguard. So when the Pacific map for multiplayer, I guess Battle Royale, comes out for Warzone, I'll have everything unlocked. And yeah, I'll be satisfied that I've completed most of the camo challenges in the game. Anyway, that's gonna be the video for today. If you guys are on gamersubs.gg, use code WILD for 10% off. Help support me and help support this channel. Anyway, I'm about to head out. And if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.